guys, welcome back to my channel, Creative Hands by Shay. So in today's tutorial, I will be showing you how to make the granny square smiley face bag. So I made the tutorial already and show you how to make this square. So I will link that video next to this one so you will be able to follow along. So I will be putting in the description more information about this video, so make sure that you check that out so that you can have all your materials ready to make your bag. So guys, you will need a total of 27 squares to make this bag, depending on how big you want the bag to be. So I am making this bag a little, well, I'm not sure what the size is going to be, but I will be making it not a regular size, but probably a medium size or so. So guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I hope that you will love what you see and you will stay here with me. To my regular viewers and subscribers, thank you so much for always being here, guys. So let's jump in the video. So guys, this is the layout of how I am going to be putting my squares together. So I will be attaching like 3 squares together, then I attach the next 3, and then I do the other 3 panel, and then I will just join all 3 panels together. So this is going to be the front or the back of the bag. So we're going to have 3 squares on this side for the inner part, because it's going to be like a square bag. So you're going to have 3 squares coming down here, 3 squares coming down here, and 3 for the bottom part of the bag here. So as we go along, I will show you step by step how to do it. So I will be attaching this panel first. So I will show you how I will be attaching it. So this is the yarn that I will be using. It's a multicolored bag, so you can use any color of your choice. So I will be using this color here. It's the same yarn as I was using before. This one is a SpinCosy. It's a little bit a different shade from this half white here. So yeah, I will be using this one to do my sewing. So I have my 4.0mm crochet hook here, and I will go ahead and show you how to start it. So I'm just gonna flip these like this. Let me just find that inner part. I think it's on this side. Perfect. So I'm going to start off by attaching my yarn. So I'm just going to insert my hook and pull through. Chain 1, give it a tie. Now that I have done so, I am going to be working into the back loop here. So going into this back one, and then this loop here on this side, and then make a slip stitch. So that's 1. So back loop on this side, and then the loop that is facing up towards you here, your front loop, you can either call it back loop or front loop, but I am going into this loop. So not the one on this side, but the one on the inner part that is facing upward to you. So that's how you're going to do it to attach your squares. So I am just going to continue doing that, attaching my squares until I get to the end. So I'll see you there. So guys, and now I have come to the end here, and I am just going to insert my hook into both loops, or I should say into the chain 2 space there, and make a slip stitch. And that completes our sewing for this part of the square here. So I'm just going to fasten off. I'm going to chain 1 just to keep it intact. And we're just going to basically do the same for this one. Attach the yarn and do some slip stitches. If you want to use your needle to do this, you can also use your needle to sew it up together. But I think it goes faster when you use your hook and you get a better design. So I am just going to repeat the same steps again, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for the other squares, and then I'll meet back up with you once I am through. Make sure that you don't lose your stitch here. So I'm going to continue doing this, and I will meet you at the end when I'm done making up the other ones. So guys, this is what the squares look like when you attach all three together. And I went ahead and attach my other panel here, so I did 2 of them, and I attached these ones together already. So I am going to do this one on the side, so I'm going to show you how to attach it. You're basically doing the same thing, so you're just repeating the same steps actually. So you're just going to do it like this, just as before. And I think it works out quite easier when you do it like this, like attaching the squares in like 3 panels and then attaching them together afterwards. I think it works better and faster. So now you're just gonna basically go into your back loop on this side, and the back loop here, or if you want to call it the front loop, which would technically be the front loop because it's looking towards you. So you're going to go into that stitch there and make your slip stitch, and just continue doing this right up to the top. So I am going to continue doing this, and I'll meet back up with you. So guys, and now I've come to my last stitch here on both sides, and then I'm going to do a single crochet into this last one here and chain 1 and fasten off. So we have completed one side of the bag, and I went ahead and I completed the other side. So this is what it looks like. So both side is matching up like that. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna actually show you how to weave in this tail end here. I went ahead and I weave in some of them. So when you're weaving the tail end in, what you can do is you can lap it like this. Sorry, let me just do it the other way so that it has a twist. So you will do it like this. So I'm gonna leave this one on that side, and it's quite simple and easy to weave in because you don't really need to do a lot of weaving in, because that is going to be in the inner part of the bag, and we're going to give it a tie once we put through our yarn. So I still have 2 more loops to go in. Don't do me that. Okay. Okay, so now I have put in, I'm gonna have to take it apart. Let me try that again. Okay, perfect. So this is how you're gonna do it. So make sure that you're twisting it like this, and then going underneath here pull through your needle and just pull that through. You can go ahead and give it like a 2 little stitch underneath the bottom here, and then you're going to go ahead and pull through this one as well on the other side. Once you get that through, you're just gonna go again and give it just a little stitch and give it a tie. That's 1 and 2. If you want to give it 3 ties, you can go ahead and do so, and then use your scissors to fasten off. And that's how you weave in the inner strings on the inner part here. So I went ahead and I did these ones as well. So this is the part that I told you that is going to go to the side and under the bottom. So I went ahead and I did all squares. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 3 on both sides and then 3 under. So what you're going to do is you are going to start your, I'm not sure, you can start with any one of your squares. So I'm going to start with this one, and what you're going to do is you are going to do it just the same, matching up. So you can use a stitch marker if you want to line them up together. And once you get to this part here, I will show you how to do the other part. So we're going to sew come down this way. So I'm just going to turn it this way because I'm right-handed. And we're basically doing the same exact thing. Attaching your yarn and then slip stitch in. So once I am down at the bottom here, I will meet you back and I'll show you how to bring this part over. So I'll see you there. So guys, and now I have come to these corners here. So corner here, and corner here. So what we're going to do is, instead of working into all 3 corners, we are going to work into 2 corners. So we're going to insert your hook into this one and into this one as well. Pull up a loop, you're going to yarn over and make a single crochet, and that part, close that part off there, and just continue making your same slip stitches into the back loop there and on the other side as well. So now we are under the bottom part of the bag, and you're going to do the same thing, come straight back down here. Once you get to this corner, you will just make a single crochet into these corner here. So you won't work into this back corner, you will work into this one as we have done on this side here, and then you will make your way up to the top, and I will meet you back there. So just continue doing your slip stitches all the way along on the bottom here and come right up to the side. So I will see you there. So I'm just going to continue doing that, guys, and I will meet you back once I am on the other side at the end. So guys, and now I have come to the end here, and I have my last stitch into this row. Now I am going to make a single crochet into that space there, and I'm going to chain 1 and fasten off. So that completes the side part of the bag there and the bottom piece here. So you can see, so that's the side, and the other side as well. So now we are going to put this part here into our bag. Again, you can use a stitch marker if you want to mark your squares to each other. So this is how it's gonna be. So these 3 squares will match with the bottom part of the 3 squares here, and this side will match up with this part. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start from this side here and go all the way around, and just as we did before, we're just gonna repeat the same steps again. So by attaching your yarn, and then slip stitching into the loops here. So I am just going to continue doing this right around. Make sure that you don't miss any of your stitches because you don't want your bag to look wonky. So I'm going to continue doing this right around, and I will meet you once I get back to the other end here, which is on this side. So I will end off here. So I will meet you back on that side. So guys, and now I have come to the end here, and I have my last stitch in this row remaining, and then I'm gonna do a single crochet into that space there, into the chain 2 space, and chain up 1. But before we continue, this is what the bag looks like so far. So it's looking super cute, and you can see all of those multicolor smiley face. This is the bottom part of the bag here, and this is the side coming up, and I have a lot of tail ends to weave in, so I will weave those in later on. So moving forward, what you will now do is you will be doing some single crochets around the bag. So I'm gonna do about 6 rows. So I am just gonna insert my hook into the chain 2 space, and I'm gonna make 1 single crochet there, and into the next stitch right next to that I will make a single crochet. So I'm just going to continue making single crochets right around until I get back to my chain 1 space. Sorry, until I get back to this part here where we started. So continue doing your single crochets right around, and I'll meet you back there. So guys, I wanted to show you this part here. Once you get to this chain 2 space here, all you're gonna do is just put 1 single crochet in there and go over and make 1 single crochet into the next one, and then just continue to make single crochets around. So I just wanted to show you that part before I actually get back to the end of making my single crochets. So I'll see you at the end. So guys, and now I have come back to where we started here, and I am going to slip stitch into our first single crochet, chain 1, and we're going to go back into that same stitch and make 1 single crochet. And into each and every stitches around, you will make 1 single crochet, and this is how you're going to finish off each row and start another new row. So continue doing that, and I will see you once I am at my desired amount of row. So I told you initially that I will do about 6 rows of single crochets. So I'm going to continue doing that, and I will meet you at the end. there it is. Tells you there. So guys, and now I have come to the end here, and I have 1 stitch remaining, and I am just gonna fasten off. I did a total of 7 rows, so instead of doing 6 I did 7. So this is what it looks like, and I'm just gonna pull up on my tail end here. And we're gonna weave this tail end in. So to do so, we are going to insert your darning needle into both loops on this side, pull through, and then insert your darning needle into the front or the back loop of this side here, and go down and pull through, and that will give it a nice clean finish. You can see it there. And then you can just go ahead and weave your tail end in. I went ahead and I weave in most of my tail ends. Well, technically all of my tail ends, because I hate weaving in after I am done. So I weave as I go along. Okay, and now I can just fasten off the remaining part here. That's good enough. And now this is what our bag looks like. It is looking super cute. I love the color combination, and I love the way how it looks so far. So now we are going to work on our strap for the bag. So I'm just going to lay this aside for now. And we are now going to work on the strap. So you're gonna insert your hook like this, wrap it around. Let me just try not to waste my yarn. And I am going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now that I have 8 chains, I am going to work into the back loops, and this is optional. If you don't want to work in the back, you don't have to. You're going to skip 1 stitch, and into the next you're going to yarn over and make a half double crochet there. So that's 1, and into each and every stitches along you will make a 1 half double crochet. So you should have a total of 7 stitches at the end because you skip 1. And I have 1 more stitch here remaining. So that completes my first row. You're going to chain 1, turn your work, and into that first stitch you are going to yarn over and make your half double crochet. And you're basically going to do this until you get to the desired length of what you want the strap to be, and then I'll meet back up with you. So I'll meet with you once I am at the desired length of the strap, and I will tell you what the length is. So I will see you there. So just continue doing this, making half double crochets along, chain 1 to start a new row. So I'll see you there. So guys, and now I have come to my last stitch here, and I'm just gonna make my last half double crochet. And then chain 1, and I'm gonna fasten off because this is where I am going to stop. So I did a total of 64 rows because I don't want my strap to be long, and then it is really stretchy. So once you put stuff in your bag, it's gonna stretch down. So now what we're gonna do is, so this is what it's gonna be like. So this is the strap. I'm just gonna do the measurement so you can also see. So from here without stretching, it is measuring 20.5 inches long. So I am now going to attach this onto my bag here, and I went ahead and I attached one of my straps already. So I did purple because again it's a multicolored bag, so I wanted to do 2 different straps. I went also ahead and I put a lock here, one of those magnetic locks, so you can have that style at the side there. I'm going to install one on this side as well, but I am going to show you how to install your strap. So you're going to make sure that it is not twisted, and I am going to line up my strap facing towards the eyes of the smiley face here. So it's going to be like on this same level, and I'm putting my strap like a little bit below my purple here. So I'm just going to get my pin and I'm just gonna pin that, and make sure that your strap is not twisted. You're gonna do the same thing on the other side, making sure that it is matching up. And get my pin and pin that on. Now you're going to get a regular needle and thread, and you are going to sew your strap down so you can see. So you can start anywhere you want to. I'm going to start here. So I basically just kind of go under the stitch like this, so I don't make my thread go outside. So I kind of pick it up like that, kind of go back into the same space where that sewing was, and just basically do in and out sewing, just picking up the thread. Just like that. Go back where it came from, and you're just going to continue doing that right around until you get to the end. So I'm going to continue sewing. Once you get up to the top here, you're going to go along these stitches, go underneath these stitches, and so come over on this side and go back down and finish off down here. So I will continue doing that, and I'll see you there. So guys, and now I have come to the end of attaching my strap, and I'm just weaving in the remaining part of my thread, and then I'll just fasten off. So both straps are now completed and our bag is now finished. I went ahead and I installed the other magnetic lock here on both sides. This is optional, you don't have to, but because I want the bag to be fitted, or I don't know how to call it, but or what to call it, but because I wanted to have that nice crease part there at the side, I went ahead and I add those magnetic locks on. So if you don't have any, you don't have to worry about it. So the bag is now completed, guys. So this is what it looks like. I will do another tutorial on how to make a oh my god, the words are not coming to me, to line the bag. So I will be lining this bag, so I will do another tutorial on how to do that so that this part here is not shown. So yes, again, this is the end look of the bag, guys. It is looking super cute and I love the way how it turned out. You can either wear the bag on the purple side or you can wear it on this side that has this half white color. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, bye.